Oh, okay. Hey everybody, and welcome to Database Camp. My name is Sarah, and in today's video I wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So this is a book tag. It's not the usual newbie book tag. It's one that I feel like is a little bit more relevant to my taste in books. Hopefully you'll see through my tastes in books a little bit more about me. So yeah, we're here in the back of my car. This is the only angle where it looks its best, so this is why we're in the back of my car right now. Ooh. Okay, so let's get started, right? Number 1, how many books are too many for a series? By the way, I'm going to link the tag in the description, so if you guys want to participate, go ahead and answer these questions. And yeah, so number 1, how many books are too many for a series? I think Harry Potter did it best with 7. I think 7 is not too little and not too many. I think once you get over, oh yes, that's a truck, yay. I think once you go over like 10 books, I feel like that's like, it's just too much. So I think 7 is that sweet spot where it's not too much, it's not too overwhelming, but it's just the right amount of books for a series. So number 2, how do you feel about cliffhangers? Well, if it's like in a series, I probably won't like it. Like if it's within the end of a chapter, I'm okay with that because I'll be able to find out what happens. Cliffhangers are all right. I mean, sometimes they really are necessary for people to be interested in books, you know what I mean? So I don't love them, I don't hate them. I'm like, whatever, like sometimes they're just a necessary evil, you know? Number 3, hardcover or paperback? Definitely hardcover. Definitely hardcover. No question. Favorite book? You know, this is probably like one of the hardest questions for anybody because there's just so many books, right? But I'd have to say Great Expectations for me. I'm probably going to make a video about why I love Great Expectations so much. I think it deserves its own dedicated video. But yeah, definitely Great Expectations. For now, who knows in the future what book I might read that will change and just blow my mind. But yes, Great Expectations by Charles Dickens is probably my favorite book. Least favorite book? Oh, this one's easy. So we had to read The Catcher in the Rye, but yeah, I hated that book. I don't know what the point of that book was. It confused me. I feel like there wasn't really a story. I mean, like, what exactly was the conflict there? What was the resolution? Like, I just didn't understand it. I don't know, like it was just, that book just really didn't do anything for me. Was I counting the questions? Well, this is number 6. Love triangles, yes or no? Well, I don't really read many romance books. I guess the only book that I read that I can remember had a love triangle was like Harry Potter, right? Like, so like Harry was into Cho Chang and Cho was like into Cedric, and that was sort of like a love triangle because like Cho was kind of like sort of into Harry too, like sort of like I think there was a thing going on there. So I didn't mind. I mean, like love triangles, again, I just feel like they're a necessary evil sometimes. Nothing wrong with a love triangle, really, you know. 7, the most recent book you couldn't finish. I was reading a nonfiction book that I actually really liked. I hope there's no lipstick on my teeth right now. Yeah, I was reading a nonfiction book called, it was about aging. Damn, I can't remember what it was called. Wow, I can't remember what it was called. It was basically about like how aging is a disease or something like that. I couldn't finish it, but I really, really enjoyed it. I only got up to chapter, I think, 4 probably, but it was one that I got from the library, so I kept on putting off reading it and putting it off and putting it off, as you do sometimes. But I just couldn't finish it, unfortunately. Number 8, a book you're currently reading. Well, I'm currently rereading Great Expectations because, like I said, I wanted to do a dedicated video on why it's my favorite book. So I'm rereading Great Expectations. Number 9, last book you recommended to someone. Last book I recommended to someone. I don't really talk to that many people about books, hence the YouTube channel. Probably Harry Potter. I mean, like, right? When you meet someone who hasn't read the book, it's kind of like you have to say, like, hey, you know, you should read this book. I mean, I don't know. Number 10, oldest book you've read by publication date. I like this one too. I like this question because I would have never found out. I don't know if you could consider it a book. I mean, it is a work of literature because it's a play. I read the Orestian, I can't pronounce it, Orestian trilogy. One of my professors for an English class that I had, it was a drama elective, writing intensive, and wasn't really that writing intensive. But yeah, he had us read that play. It's a trilogy. I mean, what we would probably call today like just acts, because I feel like they weren't really that long. Sorry, I thought I saw like a moth. And yeah, the Orestian trilogy, read that one, loved it. If you haven't, you should. Yeah, it's really good. I don't know if I should like go into detail about it because maybe I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it in the future. I don't know. But yeah, really, I mean, it's a Greek play, so I have no idea when it was even written. So yes. 11, newest book you've read by publication date. Newest. Yeah, probably the one I mentioned before about, oh, it was Lifespan. There you go. I think that's what it was called, Lifespan. The one about aging was the newest one that I had read. But, yeah, it was in the news section at the library, so I guess it was pretty recent. Favorite author. Favorite author. Definitely, I would have to say Charles Dickens. You know, because, like, he's probably has the most stories that we just like know in general. Like we've heard of like Oliver Twist, Christmas Carol, Great Expectations I mentioned. So many. There's just so many. So yeah, Charles Dickens for sure is probably my favorite author. Buying books or borrowing books, renting them at the library, or buying. I've only ever borrowed like one book and I never gave it back. So, yeah, probably just renting at the library would be my personal choice. But yeah, I like to buy them too. So, a book you dislike that everyone seems to love. That's number 14. Why am I keeping count, right? A book you like that you dislike that everyone seems to love. A book I dislike. Well, you know, I don't know if I should even say it because this might be controversial, but like honestly, I can't take the Twilight series seriously. I've never read them, so like who am I to talk, right? But I mean, I guess I'm just like judging the movies, but like I can't. Sorry. I'm just gonna leave it at that. 15, bookmarks or dog ears? Bookmarks. Okay, so I'm not like bougie or anything. Like I really don't have a stockpile of bookmarks or anything, but like literally I'll just use receipts sometimes. Like for when I was rereading this one 1,000 times, How to Create a Mind, I literally just used a, don't tell me I lost it. No. Oh my lord. No way. Oh, okay. Oof. I was using an old ticket that I got for when I went to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. I literally will just use receipts. Sometimes I'll use the receipts that they give me from the library. Like, I honestly don't feel like there's any reason to dog ear a book when you could literally just take any piece of paper and use it as bookmarks. So, bookmarks, yeah. 16, a book you can always reread. I don't know. One that I can never finish probably is one that I could always reread. 17, can you read while listening to music? Sure, but I probably won't really retain anything that I'm reading, so I guess no. I guess not. 18, one POV or multiple. One point of view or multiple. You know what? I feel like, honestly, because I have to choose. I'm not against either one. I think both of them are good. It always depends on what the author's like intentions are, because I feel like having one point of view is obviously always going to be more immersive. So well, what am I saying? I mean, multiple point of views I feel like can get a little confusing, and to be honest, I would rather have that one point of view, because honestly I can't even explain why I like one point of view as opposed to multiple. Should I even try to attempt to prove or state my case here? I don't know. I like one point of views. When you have multiple point of views, it's kind of like, you're torn, you know? It's like you don't really, I don't know. I guess I would rather just have the author choose who I'm supposed to be rooting for, as opposed to like having multiple point of views and then just being like, oh man, like, you know, it's too much for me. So I would prefer just the one point of view. I don't know. That was too long. 19, do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? If it's a short book, I could read it in one day, but I like to stretch it out over multiple days. So, yeah. 20, who do you tag? Yeah, who do I tag? Anybody and anybody who thought these questions were interesting and wanted to give them a try, I tag you. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. Make sure to comment down below. Answer these questions in the comments if you would like. And if this actually helped you to get to know me a little bit better, I'd also like to know that, because I just feel like these questions are more about books and stuff, so and my tastes. So okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep on repeating myself until I feel good about myself again. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Bye guys.